I'm starting off this tutorial with a toque on because Frosty ain't got no hair, let alone my hair color, and also a scarf because it's cold as heck where I live. I'm also coming in with Mehron's Waterworks palette, which is a water activated paint. First I'm going to be using the white color, and I ended up using an angle blush all over my face. I ended up making it pretty opaque, which took about 2 to 3 layers. Do make sure if you're working with water activated paints that you do wait for each layer to dry before you put on the next one, or else you're just going to end up smudging them. Then we're going to be coming in with a smudge brush just to give me more precise lines when I'm actually dealing with the mouth area. And for this, I'm just going to come in with the black color. And I started making my stones, or my mouth. I did find with this, I should have gone in at first with the white color and put it all over my lips, which I ended up having to do later on in this tutorial, which it did make it a little bit more complicated. So if you are going to do this first, and then I end up going in with actual lines just to make the mouth a little bit more evil and manipulative, basically. And here's me going back in with that Pro Palette. You can just use any black color, and I just put that all over my eyes. I put it under and over and then smudged out a heck of a lot. I didn't want this look to be neat at all. And if you're wondering what kind of makeup brush I'm using for this, it's just a dual-ended makeup brush that I got with my Alice in Wonderland palette, which I am completely in love with. It has a very dense side to it and then a fluffy side, so you can really press on that eyeshadow and then blend it out. And then you'll realize that you look super sexy. Then I continued with my Waterworks palette, and I came in with the red color. And we're going to be casually turning into Rudolph for a minute. And following that up with some ooey gooey Scab Blood. I find when I'm working with any type of blood, I like to put down a red base versus like a white base, because red is really going to help intensify that gore factor, whereas white, it will just blend it into an almost like pink color. To make the nose that gets pulled off, spoiler alert, this is why we got all that gore in there, I'm going to start out with some air dry clay, and I actually did this the night before to give it time to actually dry, but I came in with some white air dry clay and I just made the basic shape of the carrot itself, which is exactly what goes on our nose as Frosty the Snowman. And then I came in and I just basically followed the shape of a carrot. If you guys need a reference picture, then go right ahead. Or just visit your local fridge crisper and you're good to go. And after I was done with the general shape, I just put that on my nose so that it custom fit my nose. And that is a mold of my nose. So after I was done that, I just came in with some orange paint and I just painted this entire thing. Don't worry about getting it into all the cracks. Keep it together. I used that same orange paint with just like a teeny tiny bit of black paint just to mix in to give it some definition to put into the cracks. And here's that paint I was telling you about. Seriously, the tiniest bit of black paint, and then mix it in with a ton of orange. This is acrylic paint, just in case anybody's wondering. And this is your time to fill in those cracks to make it a little bit more defined. And then once you're done painting it, just leave it to dry. I left mine overnight, as I said, but I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!